My first impression of Sebastian is he looks like an honest man. Whenever we ask him questions, right, he's very responsive. So that gives me the assurance that he'll do his stuff fast lah. So whatever I don't know, he also very helpful and just tell me in a friendly manner.
When we first met him, he came like very prepared with all the stuff. Like before we met, like the second time, he asked for like our information, and then he did out like several options for us to consider, yeah, before we move on further with the conversation. He was able to like guide us through and then let us know like the pros and the cons of each of the different options that's available. That gave us like a further assurance that we can trust him with like our option, as because houses are actually big purchases.
We face a few problems, but actually when we ask Sebastian, right, it doesn't become any problem anymore. So he just solve it straight away. So he has some solutions, of course, he let us choose. Then after that we just pick and then we go forward.
Like one of the major problems was trying to find a suitable house because we had like different criteria. So then we like met with a stone because the house that we wanted, we were not able to get it. But then we were left with not much options left. But then so he took us step by step, like how, like maybe why we should choose this one and then that one, and then before we came to a final decision.
At the end of the day, right, my wife's objective met lah. And then the whole process is actually quite smooth.
When I first met Kelvin and Amanda, they were actually upgraders. Their flat reaches MOP, so they were at the crossroads where they were a little confused what to do. Should I upgrade to a bigger house, private estate? What are the risks involved? And also, is there a high price? What's the highest price I can fetch for the house? We met up over 3 sessions. So during the first sessions, I understand better about what their concerns were, and the finances, and these are little things that we go a little bit in depth. And over the second session, that was actually where I proposed to them the different options, what they were, the pros and cons, and ultimately I want them to make the informed decision. I appreciate the support and the trust that they have given to me. I guess what I remember most vividly was during the time when we were doing the initial marketing. It coincided with the circuit breaker phase 1. So that was the time when no one was allowed to leave the home unless going for essential things. Definitely viewing was a no-no. So at that time we were cracking our heads. Oh man, we are actually into this thing. How do we get buyers in? So that was the time where I actually proposed to them, why not we do an open house virtually via Zoom. So eventually we did an open house and we got several buyers coming in, and we also managed to get offers during that virtual viewing. So we sold the house at a high price, and they were comfortable, and then we move on to buy their dream home. If you're actually currently at a situation similar to Kelvin and Amanda, where your flat reaches MOP, not sure what to do, feel free to contact me. Or if you're in the midst of selling a house and facing some difficulties, I'm here to help you to fulfill your dream. I'm Sebastian Tan, Property Asset Strategies, Friends First, Realtor Second.